Tired of propping your iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max against random stuff just to watch a video? This Torras Ostand 03 fitness case might finally fix that. I'm breaking down the stand, the build, protection, MagSafe, and the drops. So by the end, you'll know if this case is actually worth your money. Let's do this. Starting with the back, that cosmic orange immediately stands out. The shell is a polycarbonate and PMMA blend. Basically a plexiglass style plastic with a smooth matte finish. And since it's not a clear case, fingerprints really aren't an issue here. You've got a raised camera bezel sitting at 2.5 millimeters. The camera lenses are sitting recessed. Set it down on a flat surface and your lenses aren't touching anything. On the front, you've got a 1.5 millimeter raised lip around the screen. Doesn't sound like much on paper, but it's enough to keep the display off whatever surface it's near. At the corners, there's that extra bump of protection, so face down, the screen is not the first thing making contact. The buttons are nicely raised, separated, and tactile. No guesswork on whether you are actually pressing them. Let's take a listen. Now the camera control. Torras used nano injection molding here. And honestly, the press feels precise. Swipe is smooth, no dead zones. As for the sides, Torras calls this their G3 Golden Curve design. Fancy name, but what it means in your hand is the case follows the natural curve of your grip. Combine that with the micro dot anti-slip texture, and this thing is not going anywhere. All of that at 2.8 millimeters thin. It barely adds any bulk. On the bottom, speaker cutout and USB-C port, both wide open. No lanyard anchor points on this one, so if that's a deal breaker, just something to keep in mind. Now let's plug in. Cable goes in clean, plenty of clearance around the connector. No fighting with the case to charge your phone. Popping the phone out, this is where Torras put their shock matte technology. You can see the impact zone layout with their triple runway air cushioning system. It's basically 3 layers of air channels designed to absorb and redirect impact energy. It's like your phone is flying first class with extra leg room, except the leg room is air cushions. All right, the reason most people are looking at this case, the Ostand kickstand. This is an aerospace grade aluminum alloy ring that rotates a full 360 degrees. Torras says they've tested this thing over 30,000 times. So let's see what it does. In portrait mode, you're looking at 30 to 60 degrees. Landscape, 20 to 90 degrees. You can also hook your fingers through the stand and use it like a grip. Not officially a pop socket, but your fingers definitely will appreciate the assist. Now the corners. You've got reinforced air cushion pockets at each one. That 0.3 millimeter raised edge doesn't sound like much, but combined with those air channels running underneath, the corners are built to take the hit. And speaking of taking hits, drop protection time. Torras rates this case at 8 feet, 4 times military grade. Let's put that to the test. Let's check the damage. The phone is fine. Screen, camera, all good. But that shock mat and air cushioning is definitely not marketing hype. Okay, we're going to test those MagSafe magnets now. Torras packed 38 and 56 neodymium magnets in a Hall-Bach array. Whew. It's just a fancy way of saying the magnets are arranged to push all the force outward. Starting with a pop socket, it snaps on firm, solid hold, good resistance when pulling. Now the Apple MagSafe puck. Let's take this Torras case for some high altitude bungee jumping. It's holding on for dear life. Those 38 and 56 magnets have saved the day. Wireless charging. MagSafe puck on, and we've got the charging animation immediately. The magnets aren't just strong, they line up perfectly. No repositioning needed. Flex test. Let's give it a twist. There's a little give in the TPU, but the PC frame keeps it structured. A slight bend, same thing. It flexes enough to be functional, but it's not going soft on you. At 2.8 millimeters, that's impressive rigidity. Taking it off and putting it back on, no drama. Comes off easy, goes right back on. Quick and painless. Yeah, so if you've been looking for one case that handles protection, MagSafe, and a legit kickstand without the bulk, this Torras Ostand 03 Fitness checks every box. If you're interested in picking up this case, I'll put a link below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Better yet, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. By the way, if you want to see more Torras case reviews, check out this popular playlist right here. See you next time.